Hey there everybody, this is Shadigo. Welcome back to Megadimension Neptunia V2. In the previous episode, we were in the 0 dimension and we found another Uzume, who is, I'm assuming, is the one who managed to kidnap the CPUs. And we've ended up in this weird place. We've only really got one place to go, the Ruins of the Heart, so let's just go here and find out what the heck's going on. So at this point, we basically only have Nepgear, Uni, and Uzume. Off screen before I actually started this video, I kind of changed the party up so that they were the only ones around, so I didn't have to mess with them when I was going to be doing this. But yeah, here's the Ruins of the Heart. Basically, this is the I think it's the only node in this particular map that you run past a heal. So much like 0 dimension, I was going to say much like 0 dimension, there's at least 2 nodes that you can heal from in that place. But here there's only one. It's also the only place where you can do all your shopping and stuff. The only optional thing here is just going to the shop. It's basically just going to explain how you can actually it's basically just define how the shop still works, even though we're like 3 dimensions away from hyperdimension. So yeah, I'm just going to skip through this. If you want to see the thing, just pause. Now I'm not going to be getting, I know there's, I believe there's new equipment for everybody at the moment. I'm not going to be getting it just yet. I'm actually probably going to get it after this video is done, because we don't really need it at this point. We are going to need it for what's going to happen afterwards. But yeah, we have our shop here, and also use our scouts and all that. While I'm on the thing about the scouts, I should actually mention, since we're able to travel between dimensions now, we can transfer between 0 dimension and hyperdimension. One thing regarding scouts, you can only recall. Essentially, what you kind of want to do with these scouts is that when you want to recall them, you recall them from the dimension that they're currently in. If you recall them from another dimension, then you don't actually get any of the. They don't actually get the opportunity to report unless you don't get any of the drops, any of the money that is found, so on and so forth. So I want to recall everybody from here. I also want to recall you. I know he's one of the negative ones, but I'm going to change that because I have a load of energy, mate. And if I rank him up twice, he now gains the buff for experience up, which is fine by me. I'm also probably going to give the rest to, I want Kay to rank up 1, so that she gains experience up, and I think it's Chica that I want to, Chica or Mina I want to also eventually rank up to level 4 for experience rate up. I can't remember off the top of my head. So you know what? I'll save those and I'll look it up after, and I'll probably do it off screen. It's not actually going to be a while because fun fact about what I'm doing here is this is the second time I've actually had to record this video, and I've actually recorded all the future episodes of this particular for this week, and there's actually going to be like 4 videos because of how many things I'm going to be doing. Like a couple of long cutscenes and lots of boss fights as well.
You like bullets? Good! That was easy. Well, that should do it.
And it'll also explain any level differences that's probably going to happen. I may very well gain more levels here, I may not. So what you want to do, you want to route build to the new dungeon, which is over here. I also want to send all the scouts I've actually done. Grab all of them, and I will take them to this new dungeon. It's another one of those maze dungeons, by the way, so like I said, this particular story arc, the only real point with this, what's the best way of saying this? These particular dungeons in the Heart Dimension, these are like the vast majority of them. I think you only get, like, if you're going for a good ending, and depending on which route you take later, they're pretty much the main part of this thing. But as you'll notice, if you send people from outside of another dimension to another dimension, they actually take longer to actually complete the tasks, because I've previously been taking roughly about 5-10 minutes or so. In the Heart Dimension, they'll take you 15, and some of them I believe could take up to 30 minutes to complete whatever task they have to do. Same if you send scouts into Zero Dimension, they'll take significantly longer to complete the tasks. But anyway, let's head over to Channel Space here and solve this maze, I guess. If I remember correctly, considering Uzume was basically a reference to the game Seaman from the Dreamcast, didn't the fish that evolve, when they evolved, they actually eventually grow arms and legs? I don't know, I never actually played that game. I've like seen like in like gaming programs, like people playing like the first little bits of it, and then that's about it. But anyway, with these maze things, you probably just want to go for all the treasure here. There's nothing really all that important as far as treasure is concerned, but I'm still going to get it. If anything, it'll be a way of getting money, I guess. And speaking of getting money, probably should also fight some of the monsters, since you get money from them as well. And I also need experience, because you kind of really need a lot of experience because of not for this next upcoming boss fight, but a boss fight that's coming up soon. And if you're not particularly leveled up for that particular fight, then you are going to die horribly. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty much a little bit over leveled at this point, and well, if I say anything else, since I've already recorded the next 2 episodes, if I say anything else about what's going to happen, it's technically going to be a spoiler, so let's say I did, but actually didn't. But yeah, anyway, it's another one of those maze things, and again, the start button, or the, I think it's the options button in the, is it the options button on the PS4 controller? But yeah, the button that's essentially people use as the start button on the PS4 controller. That's your friend, since that opens the map and tells you where all the stuff is. Our main objective is going to the top right of this particular map, since that's where well, that's where our exit is. So well, we're going to have to go there. In fact, I'm going to go pop some monsters while I'm here. These guys have parts can break if you hit them from the front. And since they're in this sort of formation, they'll just be EX multi-blaster. I could also use Slash Wave, but I believe Slash Wave is 10 more SP as far as the cost. As far as the cost is concerned, and since they have parts break, they have the chance to get items, including SP charges, which actually pretty useful at this point, since I only really have one other way of dealing with my SP, and that's using Krabumia's specials.
You won't escape! This is the result of my training. My mission's complete.
But yeah, Uni's playing high safe. I don't really want her to, because I want her to. I want the other people to actually get a few licks in here. We also have bits in here. They're the same as they usually are. They're weak to lightning.
Don't worry, I'll snipe them.
They're probably also weak to EX multi-blaster shots if they end up in stupid formations like this. Now, if you're going to attack me, don't attack me in formations that are essentially a straight line. On the plus side, I've inadvertently done a quest. I think I managed to do the quest last time as well. What I want to do here, I'm going to go grab that treasure actually. If I leave that treasure behind and forget about it, then I'm going to have to end up going back for it anyway, so yeah, let's just go back for it now, so then I don't forget. Like I said, the treasures in here aren't really all that worth it, except unless you really want to sell them for money, and I think I might actually do that, if I'm going to be brutally honest.
You may not see them. I won't back down. Mirage dance. We won. Yeah, level up.
Okay, so about that treasure, it's right here. Also getting some melee rank ups, which is also nice. Having melee ranks up between the candidates especially is going to be really nice, since the series that we're going to be going for good ending is going to be heavily using them rather than anybody else. It's kind of unfortunate because I really want to use Uzume a lot. Especially since we don't actually see her, and we never actually saw her at all in the Hyperdimension story arc. Mainly because, well, obviously she's stuck in 0 dimension. It'd probably cause like some kind of paradox if any paradox if she ends up being able to go from 0 dimension to Hyperdimension by then.
Sorry, but I don't have time to go easy. That was easy. Did you see my awesomeness?
But anyway, let's see, there's nothing else. The rest of the path loops in on itself at that point, so no other reason to go anywhere else but this way. And the monsters are being really savage today.
I won't back down. Next. Did everyone see how I did?
It's a good thing I have like a lot of SP charges, because the way all the enemies are ganging up on me, I'm probably going to end up using quite a lot of them. That being said, I am instigating fights as well, so... There's that. These guys aren't really all that much. To be fair, I probably really should have been letting them ambush me just so that they actually get a chance to attack, because I think most of my SP skills actually just one-shot them all. Yeah, I want to go this way. Except for probably this guy, I don't think I can one-shot this guy. Especially since there's like 3 of them, there's like... No, there's like 3 of them, I probably shouldn't... Oh, so yeah, we are actually one-shotting them. Either that or I just use normal attacks. I'm relying a lot on special attacks here just to kill everything. I mean, to be honest, I'm okay with doing that, since I have plenty of I'm going the wrong way now. I have plenty of SP charges to go around, and they're not that expensive. And if I need to, I could probably, if I wanted to, I could just grind off things which have parts break to have a chance of getting some. So yeah, SP charges aren't, for me, as far as I can say, not really that much of an issue. But anyway, here's our event marker. This is a save point here as well. Anybody get hurt? No. Alright, so it's just SP charges on C. I'm almost full on SP charges, so I might as well just use a couple. Anyway, here's our next event.
There's no mistake. It's stronger than when we were in the city. There must be something nearby. Could this feeling possibly be...
That voice! It's her!
Ow, ow, ow! Jeez, go a little easy on me, Arbore.
Arbore, is it? Usually, I want to kill you after hearing that, but I'm in such a good mood knowing I won't have to deal with your insolence much longer, Neptune.
If I had my specimen book, I could run away from her.
Too bad. That book belongs to her now. It seems you were worried Krar's power would be handed to her, but how unfortunate. As long as we possess Krar's power, retrieving the console will be simple. It's so sad for you, for your efforts to outwit us to be crushed this way. It's really idiotic and laughable at this point.
So you were on to me.
To get in the way of her objective is punishable by death. Normally, I'd want to torture you eternally, but it is a direct order. This place will be your grave, Neptune. You can watch from hell as the world is swallowed in a maelstrom of delusion! Who's there?
It's been a while, Purple Hag! You really don't get tired of surprise entrances, do you, you bastard?
Neptune, are you alright? Uzume? Nepgear? Why are you here?
Hey, I'm here too!
What was your name again?
Come to think of it, you two have barely met, haven't you?
This is a perfect opportunity. I'll send all of you to hell in one fell swoop.
Try it if you think you can! Let's go, Gearsy! Unicy!
Transformation complete! Ta-da!
Then I too will go full power from the beginning. You must be scared. I will end you along with that fear.
Dad heard you talk about it. She really looks like the deity of sin. But I won't lose to someone I've already defeated once.
Even if she's our enemy, I won't let you touch my sister!
And so for this fight we get Big Neptune on our side, who should be optimally equipped. Yeah, basically much. Let's not put you in your
Does it fit me well?
swimsuit. Unless you had more costumes, but alas, that's not going to be a thing. And also because they're equipped, she's kind of low on SP and HP already. And I can't really do anything about it. I mean, I could give her items during the fight, but there's no real need to. By the way, you kind of forced into keeping Uzume, Uni, and Nepgear in the party, in the main party anyway, but they're kind of going to be used here anyway. So let's go. So basically, the boss, Renamon again, Renamon Arfoire. Kind of going similar to a lot of other bosses that we've kind of dealt with before. Uni's going to be trying to use Venom Shot to poison, she uses Susceptible to poison, Barrage Slash with Nepgear. Uzume will be using Dream Smash first, and once we get the opportunity to actually get it, she'll be using AXE as well.
The time of the apocalypse is now.
Neptune, what I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to be having her. I'm going to have her buff Neptune. I'm going to have her buff everybody actually.
There's no enemy I can't shoot down. This will slowly get to you.
And then she's going to go on the offensive with her own attacks as well. Oh wait, I haven't yet, so she's bad instead. I thought she'd actually seen it as the XP gap. We'll make a note. Arfoire will use AoEs when she's at half health.
Just kidding. Power up with my Nepgear.
Ruin to all.
And it seems that she wants to explicitly pick on Nepgear. Let's move you closer to Big Neptune. I didn't really want you to be this close to R4 here, but this is also a back attack anyway, so there's that. I have you buff Uni. Nepgear can in fact get behind R4 for an attack.
Ruin to all.
Uzume's turn.
No, just fist. Drill R4 up the butt. And yeah, she's at half health now. So at this point you'll probably want to try and attack her from maximum possible range. And I believe she's also going to she's possibly also going to change her attack target. And when I did this before, I think her attack target was Uni. Like I said, if you clump everybody right in Arfoire's face, she will use her AoE. Does insane amounts of knockback and hurts.
Is this high-speed sword dance?
Ruin to all.
Yeah, you're picking on Uni. Okay. You do you Arfoire. You'll go get another AXE up the backside. Yeah, this is basically the fight now. As long as you as long as at this point you attack from the maximum possible range you can with your attacks, then there's no real reason for Arfoire to use a railway.
Who's my opponent?
Still not getting left with poison. I know she's susceptible to poison. I know I did a scouting of this before I did my recording of this, my previous recording of this. And yeah, she actually died to the poison. Actually, the only one that fight due to poison. Oh, she's using her AoE. Maybe the AoE is a lot wider than that, or either that, or I was super lucky with my previous attempts at this thing. Not that it's really done all that much, but I did also want to show Arfoire DXC since I want to do that since we've not actually seen it. And unfortunately we can do it. It's bigger, it's got a decently sized range for it. It should kill. Yeah, there we go. Also, you notice that along with the melee weapons, that Big Neptune also uses a gun. That's actually a reference to the original Megadimension Neptunia on the PS3, where the main characters basically had the melee weapon and a gun as an option to attack with. But yeah, that is the Arfoire fight, and at this point I'm going to love you and leave you. It's roughly 27 minutes in. It's probably going to get cut down just a smidge for some fights that I didn't really need to get into. And the rest of this is basically just going to be cutscenes leading on to the next dungeon. So next time on Megadimension Neptunia V2, we're hopefully going to find out where the candidate sisters are, and hopefully we can rescue them. Take care, and I'll see you guys then. Ciao.
Things are going perfectly.
Ooh, I've gotten stronger.
I feel power overflowing.
My body, it's breaking. Why can't I win against the CPU?
From what I had heard from Nepsi, the existence known as Arfoire may very well be fated to lose to the CPUs. How tragic. When you reach the afterlife, please do let me know how it goes.
All your fish puns are cracking me up, Umio.
No, I don't want to disappear. Save me.
This is finally the end. Arfoire.
Nepsi!
Don't worry. It seems she's fainted from fatigue. I don't know what happened, but she was probably tired from being chased around. The success from our simple reconnaissance has been gratifying now that Arfoire is defeated. Let's carry Big Nepsi back to our base.
for a bit.